May I have your attention, please? It's time for the final countdown. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
This is a message from the YouTube emergency broadcast team. If you're not used to watching people who tell the truth and call out people on their BS and lies, then this probably isn't the place for you. Run now, because these guys don't hold back and they don't sugarcoat it. They are straightforward and don't waste no time about it. There's no lying, begging or beating around the bush when it comes to the 615 squad. So if your fifis get hurt easily or it takes you weeks to come up with receipts, you might want to take cover now.
Let's rock.
Mercy, know it so well. Could've wrote this from a cold cell. Praying on the floor of my hotel. Riding on the devil, taking no L's. They said don't do it cause it won't sell. Now look, we ain't taking no L's. God say gold and it won't fail. Now look, we ain't taking no L's. What did you think? I run dry when my supply is the king. I run high, deny and sign with the beast. I wouldn't ride or die for what I believe. Please, you might could try me and see. What you think I'd like for 500 G's? When I could get by until I
life on the fritz, swine, plotting dreams and shattered bits. YouTube grifter, hustling for hits. No job, no whip, chasing counterfeit clips. Steel stable, systems fail air. Bike is right, no shine anywhere. Kids ghosty, don't even care. Want sausage from Tom Adams glare. No money, just tension. Stitches in time. Durka echoes. Reason can't find. Domestic violence, fist and line. Basement blues, crawl back to grind. Broke habits, broken life. Chaos cuts deeper than a knife. Offers deceit, trouble life. Hope shattered, dreams alight. Dirt on his face, dirt on his soul. Empty bucket, shattered goal. Radioactive habits take toll. Squatting basement, swallowed whole. No money, just tension. Stitches in time. Durka echoes. Reason can't find. Domestic violence, fist and rhyme. Basement blues, crawl back to grind. Evil money, just tension. Stitches in time. Durka echoes. Reason can't find. Domestic violence, fist and rhyme. Basement blues, crawl back to grind. No money, just tension, stitches in time. Durka echoes, reason can't find. Domestic violence, fist and rhyme. Face crawl back to grind. Basement blues, crawl back to grind. Face crawl back to grind. Basement blues, crawl back to grind. Broke habits, broken life. Chaos cuts deeper than a knife. Offers deceit, trouble rife. Hope shattered, dreams alight. Crime on his face, dirt on his soul. Empty pockets, shattered gold. Radioactive habits take toll. Squatting basement, swallowed whole. Squatting basement, swallowed whole. Crime on his face, dirt on his soul. Empty pockets, shattered gold. Radioactive habits take toll. Squatting basement, swallowed whole. Squatting basement, swallowed whole. Dirt on his face, dirt on his soul. Empty pockets, shattered gold. Radioactive habits take toll. Squatting basement, swallowed whole. No money, just tension. Stitches in time. Durka echoes. Reason can't find. Domestic violence, fist and rhyme. Basement blues, crawl back to grind.
Well, how is everybody tonight? and I hope y'all are doing well. Of course, this was an unplanned live, so y'all know I get a little bored and hop around like I am doing on screen right now, just trying to play around. I was listening to a little bit of Martin's and all, and found it ironic. Just the other day, he said he's finally had enough. He's going to go back over to politics. Click on tonight. Where's he at? So, how's everybody doing? Spencers, how are you? Bubblegum Queen, good to see you. Kay, how are you? Hope all of y'all had a great night. Robin, Blue Eyes, Christopher Cunningham, how's it going, buddy? Platinum Pyro, Misbehaving, and Don, how are y'all? Tennessee Tiger King. So yeah, I don't expect too many people off in here. JK. But you know, this was just like I said, a last minute. I do believe that Martin's got more of a mental issue than we ever thought. See, there's a little group of us, a small list that just Martin can't get out of his head. Now there's myself and Seeper, Kurt, and AD for darn sure. And I've always stated he wants to imitate AD. He wants to be just like AD. And I think as much as he goes dealing with Kurt, I think he's got some kind of fetish with Kurt. And I think he's gotten so tore up the way me and Seeper went after him that, I mean, because look, he literally contacted my wife and my son that we were just dropping so much information and handling him that he couldn't handle it. He didn't like the way we handled him. I mean, he was our little bitch. We could have told him to do something and he would have done it. He didn't like the control that we had over him. And that's the reason he keeps coming back, because it's the same group of people that he's always mentioning. As many times as he has stated, he's going to move on with his channel. But who are you going to talk about, Martin? The Tim Pool community over there don't want nothing to do with you. You screwed all that up. You tried to get close to Ryan at one time, and that didn't work. You remember when you started playing all his music and you was going to do reviews, which truly sucked? You cried out that night, "You better come in here, Ryan. You better come in here. I'm playing your music." Yeah. People looked at you like you were fucking ignorant. Straight Hooter Shooter, how are you? I mean, they already had doubts on you. I don't know if it's, maybe you're getting back to this drinking. Maybe you're getting some bad drugs. I don't know. Now here you are in Pennsylvania. You've led this woman to believe that you're a good man, and she's allowed you to move into the basement. Supposedly she's your girlfriend. But how much time are you really truly spending with her? Or them kids? Sunflower, how are you? I mean, what kind of example are you setting? You call her place yours. What are you bringing to the table? I mean, we notice every once in a while you grill. Well, most every man knows how to grill. Hell, Straight Hooter Shooter. She grilled some baby back ribs out in the pool with the kiddos and all that. You're supposed to be this top-notch chef, but yet you never show any pictures of you cooking for the kids. Never show it laid out on the table for everybody. Is it that they're eating one thing and you're eating another? Is that why you was thinking about maybe 30 hot wings the other day if they were on sale? I mean, I flashed him a little bit of money the other day, and you know what he said? Oh, that 10,000 is just cancer money. Excuse me? Then he said it was disability. I've never heard of anybody getting 10,000 for Social Security. Please tell me in what state. But if there are if there's anybody out there that's looking for a place to live that needs residents, just go over there to Martin's little channel. Now you have to hurry if you know the name of it, because it'll change. I swear, I think he changes it when he does his underwear. I mean, Martin, how is people supposed to find your channel if you keep changing it on them? Yeah. And like Straight Hooters here says, as hideous as your girlfriend is, she deserves better. Yeah. He's definitely Johnny's polished twin. He's just lazy. He's proven that. The one thing is, though, it's even with Martin, it's sue. He showed the exact same thing he showed 5 months ago about suing me. And even then, I didn't receive paperwork then, and I won't receive paperwork now. He's got to where he's went and watched a bunch of old lives and just started copying people because, well, Martin can't think for himself. He can't come up with fresh ideas. I mean, I doubt very seriously that he graduated high school. May have got a GED, but I doubt he finished high school on his own, which there's nothing wrong with. There's a lot of great and smart people that have GEDs. Then there are a lot of ignorant people that have an actual high school diploma. I mean, I know people that went out into the real world that quit high school that made more money than guys that went 4 years into college. But see, Martin, they busted their ass. They done what they had to do. They didn't think that it's supposed to be handed to them, like you and Johnny. You're expecting this poor woman to just buy everything for you, do everything for you, just because you're girling out for her. Now, Martin, what is it about Creek Squad that you so dearly hate? Is it that you don't understand us because it's a family atmosphere and that scares you? I mean, if that's the case, she needs to get rid of you right now as it is. Is it the trust issues that you have? I mean, we would think she would have thought long and hard just after all the domestic violence that she got. Well, Christopher Cunningham, he does, and he wants that community to start following him again, but that's not going to happen. He ruined that a year ago. And every time he tries to go over just to politics, a day or two later, well, it's like a yo-yo. He's right back. And even when he tried religion, his thing, the one he knows everything about and is so much better at than everybody else, well, they kind of shunned him too. They seen how he was. They treated him like his ex-wife did. They just up and left him. So we don't want nothing to do with you. He speaks a big game. But when it comes down to getting in the game and doing something, he's constantly striking out. Now, he's picked up quite a bit of stuff from Johnny. See, when he gets scared, when somebody's putting out facts and stuff like that, he'll strike. He don't like it when someone's speaking facts on him. What's going on, Don? Yeah, I mean, Martin's about as much as a head chef or a actual sous chef as probably any of us that's in here. I mean, I don't know what most of y'all do for a living, but yeah. Thing about it is, he's claimed these big restaurants. Well, when you work for some big restaurants, Martin, you don't move back to little small ass towns like you were living in and work for a grocery store. No, you continue to grow, go to bigger and better places. But you yourself, your training, comes from nowhere. Little to no experience. Now, if I want someone to teach me how to make a good pizza or so, yeah, I'm sure you can. A line cook, yeah, I'll contact you. Maybe you can tell me how to make sandwiches and stuff like that. You can't even handle the pressure of being told what to do by a woman. And let me tell you, when you work in a kitchen, well, that's liable to happen. You couldn't even handle it at the house. If you couldn't take the pressure from the house, how are you going to take the pressure in the kitchen? Especially when that's some long hours. Gets hot in there. Got to make sure each and every order is done just right. See, when you a line cook, everything's pretty much cooked the same. You got a lot of orders all the same. See, you wasn't shit. And you never follow through with anything you say. That's definitely been proven. Yeah, Rusty. Got to give him a little bit of credit before you tear him down, though. I mean, yeah, 3 beers and he cremated some chicken. Yeah. Well, he went from he was drunk to I was way too high. Well, you know how many people get fucked up out of their minds, Martin, and still grill? I mean, because when you get fucked up, you get hungry. And some of the best damn food is made when you're fucked up. Hell, they'll come up with damn food that you never heard of before, a mixture. But yeah, Martin, I think you have an issue with not only Creek Squad, but a couple of these other people that you just can't get past. That's the reason you can't continue on with the politics. And if you noticed, I guess Martin's ran out of a little money because his channel has stopped growing. Yeah, it's stopped. It's been stuck at 596 for a while. And now, Martin, the only reason I'm mentioning this because I know how into numbers you are. I mean, you were going to be bigger than Johnny if you wouldn't took your first two channels down, as you say. How long is it going to take you this time? Come on, give us a time. See, Martin won't ever do that. He'll just say that he'll burn this channel and start another one. That it's no problem for him because he can grow one real quick. Well, Martin, how long do you think your Antifa girlfriend's going to put up with that? She's expecting you to follow through on some of the things you promised her before moving. The same promises you promised your ex-wife. Never could follow through with them, could you? Empty promises. Just another thing Martin is going to fail at. Martin, I tell you, you do pretty good at failing. Have you ever succeeded at anything? Christopher Cunningham mentioning Gordon Ramsay. Did you see where he had that bicycle wreck? One whole side, I think it's his right side, is nothing but a extremely dark purple bruise. I mean, from the looks of it and from his helmet and all, he got hit by a car. Yeah, shout out to Valerie. Yeah. Oh, I guarantee you she's happy. Not only Valerie, but Valerie's sister and Valerie's dad. Because they did not like Martin to begin, well, for quite some time. And just think, Martin, you didn't believe that Isaac and Valerie were talking, and then it was proven. Well, hell, what do you think they may have been doing now? Just saying. Just put that thought in your head. Oh, yeah. I mean, to get him out of there, saving all kinds of money, she's probably already hooked up with some nice, successful guy that treats her right. And now her dad wouldn't care if, he's in between jobs as long as he's treating his daughter right. And Valerie's sister's the same way. She knew he was a scumbag. I mean, maybe they should have talked to Carl Senior first. This guy still claims that his mom was this major drug user, and the same one, y'all, that he claimed was dead, died of cancer. But amazingly, she's over there, healthy as can be, successful, and not missing the headache. Wishing things would have been different with him, but yeah. Now, his brother, on the other hand, his brother still has a little bit to do with him and wishing that their mom and him could work things out, but Martin just won't see it that way. Martin won't give nobody a chance. He thinks everybody owes him, that everybody's done him wrong. And Martin, you make these claims on quite a few people on your lives, but yet you never follow through with anything on it. You've never brought up any type of receipt. You know, the receipts like we had on you where you had the domestic violence and all. Even though, you know, you said it was a door. I've never seen a door in a courtroom saying, Your Honor, this man hit me multiple times. Hadn't seen that. If that's the case, quite a few doors would be up there where people are always knocking on them. But no, he's over hitting and kicking on a door, as you say. That wasn't it, Martin. Of course, now, I mean, you could be like Stevens, where he attacks a jogger and pulls a gun and shows his racism and all. Lori, how's it going? Speaking of Stevens, y'all, did y'all see his little community post where he's calling me out to his home? No, you know, he didn't answer my call out, but he wants to call me out to his house. And even Seeper and Crimson. Now, he didn't tag Seeper or Crimson. And when he tagged me, as many times as he has tagged me and tagged me correctly, he tags the sock account. The one that I told y'all about here a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, he tagged that one. And the only reason I've seen it is because somebody had sent it to me, because I guess they watch his stuff or check out his post or whatever. But yeah, I thought that was kind of ironic, because just a couple of days ago, you tagged me with Wade615. However, you want to tag me with the sock account that has went over and set up a whole page like mine, and you've never tagged that before. And you say, oh, and Seeper and Crimson can come too, but you didn't tag them. That really let me know what kind of chicken shit Mr. Stevens is. Yeah, he will be with the Keebler Eves. I mean, he's a little garden gnome. And if we did show up, he would probably run behind his wife, and we wouldn't even know if it was him or one of the kids. I will, Lori. I'll check that out. But yeah, he got mad because, like all the other call outs, we tag them a couple days in advance, even put it on the live in the description or so, where they are well notified several days, and several of them are like, no, you never tagged us. No, you never called us out. Yeah, well, kind of got the proof. I mean, when him and Johnny had the live, you know, they were saying, well, Stevens was saying it would be $1,200. Then I think he went up to like over $2,000 a piece for me and Seeper to go up, because, well, he wasn't going to ruin the integrity of his channel. Which Seeper and I, along with several other people, just busted out laughing. So, Stephen, to let you know, probably tomorrow or Sunday, I will set up a live, and I'll do it for Tuesday or Wednesday, but I will have you tagged in it to give you one more chance to answer a call out. Therefore, to give you several days to notice it. And it'll be done properly. It won't be to some other fake account like you done me. And since you wanted to call Seeper and Crimson out, even though you didn't tag them, I will give both of them the opportunity to be up there as well. Well, number one, Seeper's got the right anyhow, because both of our channels are kind of like one another's. I mean, you know, I can go on his at any time. He can go on mine. Hell, he can go on live on mine without me being present, and vice versa. So, but since you're going to call Crimson out, I believe he has the right too. So, Oh, so the comment was on Tim. Oh, Cloud9, yeah. Okay, I heard hers on ADs, and yeah, folks. So Cloud9 is Foxy Bridget. Um, she's over there. Last I checked, she only had like 9 followers now. AD had put it out tonight, her channel, which we already knew, and so it went from like 4 to 9. But yeah, she's trying to get back into the game, and she's claiming lawsuits on several people. I mean, come on. Isn't every channel doing that now? That's what they're claiming. They ain't gonna do nothing. And Foxy, if you're listening, the reason people said you were a groomer is because in one of your videos you stated you told the young girl, number 1, birth control. Number 2, ways she could please her man, which was your son at the time. That's why people referred to you as a groomer. And when she's 13 and your son was the age he was, yes, that R word that you don't like, well, guess what? That's what he was. And technically, even though I know he was involved in the law enforcement there, your dad should have had some kind of charge on him because it was his place. He knew about it. How long was she there before all that went down? That old man's just as guilty. Christopher Cunningham, what are you talking about? Lake Time Casey was in Seafers Live last night. I don't remember seeing him. Was he under a different account? Yeah, that Lake Time Lacey, he definitely don't want to come back and stir up anything. I mean, we we owned his ass big time. His ex-partner is about 20 miles from here. Yeah, we can destroy him in just a heartbeat if we choose to. Once he found that out, after he was gone. Oh, okay, not enough. Yeah, that's what everybody claims. We're paid. Oh, wait a minute. We were paid by Patty. Well, that's funny. And even if we were, but we weren't, that wouldn't have lasted very long. No, would it, folks? So, Lori, that Casey Williams, when he came up, and I didn't even realize it was him because the name was different. First name was Casey, but it was spelled with a K, and I'd have to go back and check the screenshot. He definitely does not look like the picture that's on his profile. Thank God, because that is like the worst picture anybody could choose to put on their profile. I mean, that picture looks like, well, if he went to prison, he'd be getting his ass beat every day. Yeah, the living late time's a different. Yeah, it's a different Casey, and I've got his last name as well. His name and the address of where he was at. I don't know if he's still there or not. The business that he had. That's how we found out about the business partner, and then got looking into it. Well, and found out, well, hell, the business partner's just right down the road from us. Yeah, Christopher Cunningham. They're two different cases. Yeah, that living by the lake Casey or lake time Casey, however you want to refer to him as, real skinny, long, stringy hair. I mean, yeah. Yeah, straight hooter shooter. That's how a lot of it starts. They want to get in touch with Ryan because of their music, thinking that they can become something, and well, they become like Johnny. Yeah, Nodders just said it best. They were in there talking some mad shit about Ryan, Creek Squad, Seeper, and myself. Definitely showing support for old Gagburn. But yeah, so I mean, I don't see Martin moving on. He don't draw any crowd anymore. He pissed off the community that was showing him support. He's just dying over there. Oh yeah, now I did hear several people mouthing off because we played one of Ryan's songs last night, or Seaford. Those were requests. Uh, Other than the diss songs that we have, normally we don't play music. Well, Sunflower Tater don't have too many options on where he can go. He's wore his welcome out in quite a few communities, so he's going to go back and forth with Martin and Johnny. One of them will probably want the other, to try to work things out, and because I mean, look at who's Johnny's got over there: Austin, Payne, Harlow. I mean, really. So I mean, he may as well just allow Martin in because Martin would fit right in with the rest of them. Of course, now Johnny's talking about suing where he's staying. But we'll probably get into that this weekend. Yeah, Lord, they do fly by after 30. That's what I told my son. But I'm glad to get older. Now, for those of you that didn't see Seepers live last night, it's actually on the video side now. It's not on the live section. But yeah, that was basically it. I just thought that because Martin's got everybody blocked over there, and you can't go in chat and say anything to him. He's got that red light, green light. Martin, that's another thing that's really hurting your channel. I mean, the more people you can get into chat, the more it's going to get publicized, and the more people you're going to have come in and watch it. But you're Mr. YouTube. You know how it's supposed to be done, so you do you, buddy. But yeah, so I thought I'd just hop on here for a minute, do this. Definitely, y'all keep an eye out on this, my main channel, and Seepers channel for notifications. Y'all know I put notifications out on pretty much all my channel. I'm talk to him in the morning, see if he wants to do something tomorrow night. And then, of course, Sunday, I may take Sunday off, maybe Sunday, Monday. But now, Steven, I'm going to get that little notification out and go ahead and I'll get that live set up for either Tuesday or Wednesday. I'll see what the schedule looks like with Seeper and maybe Crimson. So go ahead and be prepared. Of course, as usual, I don't think you'll show. You've proven you have no balls. And hey, I'm not even calling you out to my house. No, you can do this from your house, your car, wherever. I mean, now if you want to come to my house, that's an option. I don't suggest it, but I'm not going to tell you can't. Hell, come on down. Give me a call. Let me know when you're coming. I'll leave the back door open for you. If it's at night, I'll leave the back light on for you. Hell, I'll even make sure I got a high chair. Put it at the kitchen table for you. So, but I appreciate all y'all coming in, hanging out with me for the past 45 minutes or so. Y'all have a great night, wonderful weekend. Like I said, keep an eye out for that notification. Make sure you got that notification bell set. So till next time, I'll see y'all then.